Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Trying to smile guys, I'm trying to get it out. Today is going to be something different. Sorry that the stuff behind me look like it's coming out my hair, but I want to try and do this video before my son wakes up. Today I come to talk about, you know, a confession of a black woman. That's going to be my topic really, because you know, I just feel really overwhelmed. It's been a long while now since I've been feeling that way, but you know, obviously you have different days where, you know, it's not so bad. You pick yourself up and you get on, you're trying to live, because you know, I've got children and they don't really understand how their parents probably feeling and stuff like that, so I have to try and do my best that they don't completely miss out on life, because I'm finding life in itself challenging. Okay, I don't really know where to start. You know, sometimes you think in your mind what you're gonna talk about because of what's going on, but when you come on camera it kind of feel a bit different. So yeah, I wanted to talk about the topic, and I hope it flows in the right order, about, you know, having another child at 41 when I was pregnant. And yeah, so I had my son before my 42 birthday. So he was born in June and my birthday came up in July. So yeah, nobody really, I don't think I've ever shared this story before, so I'm going to share it with you guys out there. So basically it wasn't something I was expecting at all, something that comes completely out of the blue, because you know, me and his dad, we were both up in age and we didn't really expect that we'd have a child for various reasons. So, but we completely going oblivious to the fact that it could result in me getting pregnant, basically. You know, before that I had 3 beautiful children. Situation happened in the past before that, but 3 children to speak of at the time when I fell pregnant. And like I said, I wasn't expecting it at all. I was satisfied with the children I had, and least of all to have a mixed race child. You know, I'm completely not against having a mixed race child at all. I've got a mixed race family, loads of kids in my family, and you know, I didn't really thought much on it, like to say that that would really be my life, because had my children, happy with it, and thought that was the end of it. And there was even time when, because I had 3 cesareans, the doctors said to me, don't let me see you back in my theatre, basically. That's the story they gave to me over and over again. So I wasn't expecting that. When I felt pregnant, when I realized I was pregnant, I was happy for the reason of my son's dad. I was happy for that reason. I was overly happy and terrified at the same time, because of the fact that I was worried that if anything goes wrong, you know, my other 3 children would be without their mom. So it was that. And I had like the worst pregnancy I could ever describe. So I went through a lot. But you know, you go through life and you have your ups and downs, you have your struggles and you have your hurdles, you have, the list goes on, guys. You know, I'm just like trying to explain in depth about like how I was feeling and all the rest of it. But I know people out there have struggles way far more worse than mine. So you know, all of that was going through my head. The pregnancy was really bad. I was going through a lot. I was so low, I didn't want to go outside. There was just a lot going on, but I fight, and I was like throwing up. I was sick. Basically, you know, sometimes mothers go through pregnancy where they're sick 3-4 months in period, and after a while it kind of subsided and you kind of get back to normal living. That weren't me. I was sick right up to the 9 months basically. So, you know, sometimes I felt like I didn't really bond with the child in my stomach, but you know, as soon as the baby was born, everything changed, because you know, he needed me and we bonded very well straight away. It was just an amazing experience. But the things I wanted to talk about is the fact that, like, now we have this new child. Everything is perfect. I think for the first 6 months or so, or maybe more, I was like, you know, struggling with other things, but I was happily going on, going through life. Didn't really see what was going on around me, but I just feel like you're expected to be happy, even when sometimes you're probably not. But you know, I'm still just getting on, muddling through. But when you start seeing signs around you, like this person feeling some type of way because you have a child, it might be for the reason that they probably think they're coming young and fresh, and me having another child when I'm, you know, sometimes people like that. When you have a child when you're older in life, people get jealous and start showing behaviors that you never see or never thought or never expect, because you don't think what's happening in your life should have that effect on that person, because they're not the person that you're really, you can't understand how you having a child, because you're not asking them to look after that child, or they're not feeding it, they're not clothing it. You know, you don't realize how much different stuff is going on around you until it just hits you full tilt of this person being jealous. They wanted a baby, a mixed race baby to be specific, or they want a baby now because of my baby. It's a lot. It's a lot, guys. I don't even think I'm going to do justice with this video to what's going on with me in terms of the things that revealed itself. I went, and I'm going through it now every day. Sometimes, you know, the amount of people I've cut off in the last, say, 3 months. You know, I've had my other struggle where my eldest child giving me a problem where he's no longer at home, and I'm after dealing with my life, realizing what's happening around me. You have fallouts here and there, but my best way of figuring out whether I could be in the wrong or not, even though the odds would say I'm in the wrong. The way the odds looks, guys, I can only be honest with you. The way the odds are stacking against me, it seems like I'm the one in the wrong, because the amount of people I fall out with and lock myself away in that sense to say that I don't let them have any, what would you call it, access to me, basically, for when things reveal itself and I see how it is, and I margin whether I could be in the wrong or not, even though the odds are heavily stacked against me. I looked at it as like, have I got a problem with that person? No. Have I offended them in any way? What am I doing? Just trying to survive, just trying to live, just trying to take care of my kids, just try to be good. But then you see patterns where people behavior is causing you problems in your relationship, or causing you problems, you know, in your life on a whole, you know, where, for example, I try, and there's loads of example, but without saying too much, like basically arguments with other people because of a situation. Even though I box myself in so much already, I've cut off so much people, I virtually just live with me and my kids and my partner, and it's still not good enough. Leaks coming through when they can't get access to me. They ring my phone, they send messages, the list goes on. I try to express and say how I'm feeling. I don't know if anybody else go of experienced this feeling, but I'm making sure that I share my story just in case people out there have experienced it and can relate, or people might experience it in the future, or it just might open somebody else's minds too. You never thought you having a child, and I never really think, I just think, oh, it's another child basically. And now it's becoming so overwhelming, you know, you don't even know what the future holds for you basically, just because of, and you're not interfering with other people's life. You're thinking, but hold on a minute, I'm not interfering with anybody's life. I don't wish harm for nobody. I don't think what somebody else have I want. You start analyzing everything and looking into things, when you see the way that what you have somebody else have, or maybe this baby or whatever is too precious. It goes from baby to things. If I have it, then it's perfect. This, you know, it's not, oh, I'll go. There's people in life where you admire, or you know, I'm never one, to be honest, I'm never one to be influenced by what other people are doing. But, you know, there's a lot of, life is so, got to the stage when there's a lot of influencers out there, and I've watched other people not close to me. I've never find myself wanting anything that anybody has close to me, else I probably would have had it. But I'm not that type of person. But you know, I watch other like movies or celebrities or other YouTubers, and you're thinking, wow, you know, but in my mind, those people inspire me to probably be more ambitious, or to be more wiser in the way I do things. But I never find myself wanting that exact thing or that exact life, or, you know what I'm saying? Never. Or to be so jealous. You know, if I find myself like the green eye monster, whatever the case may be, stirring up, I take myself away from that situation. If I can't watch and enjoy, or can't be around that person and be completely open and stuff, I'll remove myself from that situation. I'm not saying everybody else is the same, but I'm just talking about the overwhelming pressure. Sorry guys, I think I spit a bit. I'm gonna try and have a drink or something. You know, I didn't want to come on camera looking how I feel, so I popped a bit of makeup on, peeps. I popped a bit of makeup on and put my little lipstick and stuff like that to come on presentable, because sometimes in life, if you have to come how you feel, or to let other people win over you when you know that you don't wish nobody no harm, and you just want to get on with your life, you don't want to be forced into anything, because my God, it's modern times. We're not in slavery. We're not, you know, I mean, there's slavery type lifestyle that's going on, and people that want to force you into things. But I know clearly I ain't in slavery, and they'd have to kill me to get me to conform in certain areas, to be fair, because it's just not gonna happen. I don't see why. I don't see you know, I don't tell people, oh, go speak about me. You know, I've cut off people from avenues of getting to be in my life. They find other avenues, perhaps, I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate, because there's still a problem. I noticed one particular situation where, you know, this situation causing me arguments in my life, arguments, unnecessary negativity, and I've picked up on it, not once, twice, not three, more than a dozen times, that is causing me conflicts in my life, and I try to erase that. And I don't tell people to go and speak about me. I don't want to hear about other people. That is just me. I just want to do rows, basically. And if that means that whoever I'm attached to, even how little small I put my group, is gonna cause me to feel distress or discomfort, or to constantly probably in tears, or I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I can't see how that is fair, you know. And I can't see, like, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I haven't done anything in my past that would make me feel like I need to go through all that hell. And I believe in Christ Jesus, and he don't go for the ones that's clear of sin. He goes for the one that has sin. and you know, nothing is too overwhelming to kind of like make me feel as if I should be ashamed of anything. I just want to live my life. As an adult, as a parent, you feel, sometimes I'm going through my own struggles, I'm going through my own stress. I don't need other people's stress, and I don't need other people to margin how happy I am. That's the stuff I'm experiencing. Oh, if she's happy, let's do something. Oh, guys, I can't even begin to explain, as if, and even though you go through so much stuff, I have people telling me, oh, if I were, I'm not even going to repeat that part of the story. I'm not even going to repeat, but it's like they're still wondering why my head is still up high and I'm still getting on, and I don't understand what my life has to do with them, to that they can try to make it hard for me to live. I don't understand it, or force me into being their friend, or force me into be their family when I don't want to be. I don't understand it. And at the end of the day, they have options, I have options. I've made my decision. I choose how I want to live. Or you have some people, or the only thing they ask about, how is Angelo? Hello? I've got 3 other children. One might not be with me, which some know and some don't know. But what about them? So sometimes I feel like what's meant to be a joyful occasion is turning to something not so great. And if you allow it to. And you can't. I hear a lot of people talk about stories like, if you're beautiful. Sometimes it's recently I'm thinking to myself, my God, it's like people want to force me to, if you want to post a picture, you're going to be thinking, oh, I'm not going to put that picture up because of what others, you know. I mean, the general public, I get most of my positivity probably through my Facebook page and stuff like that, because when I feel any negative towards somebody, because sometimes I go off the energy, I'll cut them off my page. I'll cut them off my page. They can't see me. And some would like to explain it as, oh yeah, Rose, you're crazy, because that's what they'd like to spread around or to believe. But this crazy woman ain't picking up her phone and texting anybody, phoning anybody, and provoking anyone. I'm just trying to do me and live with my family and my kids, and to make the most of life and to enjoy my life. And if I happen to have another baby and that's causing other people pain or whatever the situation is, because I don't get it, I don't understand it, why I can't enjoy my kids and my family, and why other people can't make a judgment to say, okay, I'll live my side of life that way and not bring it this direction, or whatever. They figure out themselves, I'll figure out myself. But don't be making me feel suffocated. Don't make me feel bad about having a laugh, or don't make me feel bad about waking up in the morning and being alive with my kids, and or going out and enjoying life and making my YouTube channel. Or you know, I'm not working at the moment. There's a lot of things I could be down about. There's loads of things that affects me being in my home all the time and feeling like I can't trust people. Bottom line, that's how I feel. I can only be honest, you know. So it's loads of sacrifices I'm making. I don't have to come and preach and talk about it. There's loads of times I don't talk about stuff, but I really feel like I need to get up and make this video, and I don't even know if it makes sense, or time will tell, but I think I need to get my story out there. And when, you know, other family members in my family that have their children and they're mixed race and stuff, all I have for them is love. You know, I never think there's anything great. I didn't think your child was better than my child in the first place. I still don't think my kids is better than anybody's kids. But I'm not going to have anybody margin me and how I should smile or how I should live with my children. How you know, I've toned down myself because of speech, words before in life. It don't get me anywhere. So I'm going to be me. And, you know, whoever's out there choking and vomiting, you know, you're just going to have to find another way of filtering yourself and surviving. But this I'm going to survive. I'm going to do what I want to be doing, being true to myself, love my kids, letting them shine however they should shine. And that's just going to be me, making my channel, pushing through like other people that I see. You know, they must be going through a lot of adversity and they're still going. That's how I want to be. I want to make a difference in this world. I don't want to be, you know, even though I box myself in because you don't know who to trust and the green diamonds, and you know, I'm not bad mouthing anyone, and I've got friends and that, you know, but I just want to do everything from a distance in a way. That's, you know, that's how I feel. I always try to express how I feel. If other people don't understand it, I can't make them understand. I'm just expressing how I feel, and I want to be allowed to live, because I feel like slavery has abolished on paper. So, and I'm not talking about slaveries in black and white slavery. They're different types of slavery. And I'm not going to ask anybody excuse to live. I'm already facing, there's so much stuff that's going on in this life, in this world, so much unfairness, so many things that you can't even make sense of. So I'm just going to be trying to express myself the best way I can, and I'm just going to do me, and I'm just going to try my best to live until I die. That's my aim, to live and try my best to be happy. Whoever is not making me happy, I don't want them around me. Whoever I can't trust, I don't want them around me. And whether it's in my head or it's happening, that's just how I feel, and that's matter. That's just how I feel. And whatever the destinies hold for me, it don't faze me at all, because the half has never yet been told. The sacrifices I've made, not because I don't come and advertise them, yeah, and the choices I've made, and I've made myself happy with what I've been given. If there was a lineup and I have to choose, I'll probably choose differently. And I've seen times when I have been tested and I've passed the test. Sit in my house, people come in here, handsome as ever, trying to turn my head. I never look in their direction. On the road, I'll mask my eyes and I make myself happy with what I've got, whether it's good or bad. I don't go around troubling people. And if I feel like somebody's causing me distress or negativity, I try and pull myself away from it. Yeah, so I don't expect anyone to back me into a corner. I don't expect people to be talking to me, or they think, oh, because one of your children is not here, living here anymore, you should have walked around with a sign as a defeatist or as a victim. No, I ain't doing it. It's not the first, and it's probably not going to be the last. I ain't scared of nothing, and I'm just going to do me. I might have days when I'm down and all the rest of it, crying tears, but I'm going to pick myself up and I'm going to brush myself off. And thanks be to Jesus that I have some skills when it comes to glamorizing myself and making myself look beautiful and gorgeous and enticing. Yeah, because, and there's another thing that a lot of people don't realize or don't understand out there. I feel sorry for them and actually pity them, because not everything that's glitter is gold. If they knew their Bible, they knew all of that. So all the beautifulness that they're seeing in my direction, it might not necessarily be beauty. Don't wish for other people's life. Try and wish for your life and figuring out who you are and try and be you. That's what I want to tell all the haters out there. That's what I want to tell them, because little do they know sometimes what people have to be going through in their life, and they might not be able to cope with what I go through. So don't be wishing for wish for your stuff. That's why I don't go around wishing for other people's stuff, because you never know what they do. You never know what they had to go through. You don't know their lifestyle. Yeah? And yes, there's other people that's out there that's beautiful, and everything that glitter on them is gold, because maybe their heart is pure, maybe they have love in their heart, maybe they strive for peace and positivity, so God let their light shine. They are different reasons. So I feel sorry for those who find themselves making me a point of interest at all times and try to out my light and force me into what I don't want to be forced into. So guys, I'm sorry if it's one of those videos that might not, but I thought I'll come and share with you guys today. Like I said in my videos, and hear like somebody's at my door. But yeah guys, look after yourself. If you don't look after yourself, you won't be able to look after anyone else. So until next time, you take care. Peace and love. Bye bye.